Good morning, ladies, and happy Wednesday. Rise on up. It is the start of a brand new day, coming live from the car rider line. Scarlett says hello. And yeah, it is Wednesday. Hopefully the week is treating you well. Today has been a morning. Almost forgot my cell phone at home. Definitely needed a little bit more grace than I usually can give myself. The morning time drives are definitely brutal for me, but I am learning how to work through that. I'm definitely learning how to work through that. However, we are going to fill our souls before we get our day going. The car rider line opens up in 5 minutes, give or take. So we're going probably a little bit more like 7, but we're going to go over Isaiah chapter 15. Now it's against proclamation against Moab, and verse 1 goes like this. The burden against Moab, because in the night Ar of Moab is laid waste and destroyed, because in the night Kir of Moab is laid waste and destroyed. He has gone up to the temple and Dibon, to the high places to weep. Moab will wail over Nebo and over Medeba. On all their heads will be baldness, and every beard cut off. In their streets they will clothe themselves with sackcloth on the tops of their houses, and in their streets everyone will wail, weeping bitterly. Heshbon and Eliah will cry out. Their voice shall be heard as far as Jahaz. Therefore the armed soldiers of Moab will cry out. His life will be burdensome to him. Verse 5, my heart will cry out for Moab. His fugitives shall flee to Zor, like a 3-year-old heifer. For by the ascent of Luhith they will go up with weeping. For in the way of Horonim they will raise up a cry of destruction. For the waters of Nimrin will be desolate. For the green grass has withered away. For the grass fails, there is nothing green. Therefore their abundance they have gained, and what they have laid up they will carry away to the brook of the willows. For the cry has gone all around the borders of Moab, its wailing to Englam, and its wailing to Beer Elam. For the waters of Dimon will be full of blood, because I will bring more upon Dimon, lions upon him who escapes from Moab, and on the remnant of the land. Now some context behind chapter 15. The lengthy proclamation against Moab announced the doom of that nation. We talked about all of the Babylon and hold on, where was it? The fall of Lucifer, Babylon destroyed, Philistia destroyed, Assyria destroyed yesterday. So chapter 15 is the proclamation against the announced doom of that nation. Moab, whose inhabitants descended from Lot, was located east of the Salt Sea. Moab opposed the Israelites when they prepared to enter Canaan, and was later overrun by Sargon, king of Assyria. Pride and arrogance are associated with Moab's fall. Pride and arrogance, I think, is associated with a lot of people's downfall. Chapter 15 is done. Now we're just having conversation. But yeah, I would say pride and arrogance has a lot to do with people's downfall. To think for 1 second to be that prideful and that arrogant, to think that either you're untouchable or you're smarter or you know everything, like it's almost thinking as if you're supreme, and you're not supreme. I'm not supreme, you're not supreme. We all can be our best selves. God definitely had purpose for us and created us with purpose, but our supreme is definitely not in the place of acting prideful and arrogant. If anything, it's humble, servitude, being kind, but being like within a certain character of morale, I would just say. It's holding oneself, I would presume, because, you know, we're all work in progresses. But to work on oneself is really something that we should be doing nowadays. I feel like a little bit too much of pride, arrogance, and self-loving is in just me. Honestly, I see that even sometimes between parents raising our children and other. I don't say anything clearly. However, we need to do a little bit better. But I definitely I see the lack of that there. We have a lot of work to do. Let's just say that. We have a lot of work to do for pride, arrogance, peacefulness, nice, and kindness if we want hope for our children and future generations until the Lord Christ comes home. So hopefully we will get there one day at a time. But it all starts by not being prideful, not being arrogant, and just being humble and give someone grace and be a community. Being a community, I think, is the best part, because if anything, you feel the level of positivity and the level of peace and humbleness that it just goes with it. So I don't know. Food for thought for somebody. It is going to be time here shortly to go on in, but I hope this message blessed you. If it didn't, read some work. Isaiah is definitely a good chapter. I actually read through it a little bit ahead when I was on my break, just on my own. So Revelation in terms of discernment will definitely speak to your soul. And if it doesn't, it's okay. Let the seed sit there and dwell, and eventually something will come up at the weirdest of moments, but his word will come up when you least expect it, and it'll just start hitting differently. So give yourself grace. The Lord will meet you where you're at. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get all your things together to think that he's waiting for you. He will meet you where you're at, to whoever needed to hear that today. So have a blessed day. We will talk tomorrow. And if you need prayer, please leave a message down below. If not, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I'd love to chat. Have a great day. See you soon.